What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, y'all. Let's talk about Diddy, my peeps. It's another lawsuit. Diddy is facing another civil lawsuit. Lord have mercy. They are going to bleed him dry. He ain't going to have no crumbs. He ain't going to have no coins for his kids or his great grandkids. The person that's going to end up with the bank is going to be Cassie, because she cashed out at $50 million. So in any event, they are coming for Diddy. Diddy is trying to make sure in these lawsuits that the judge only associate him and not his businesses at all, because the victims allegedly are suing Diddy and his companies, and therefore they're gonna get that insurance money, child. So we shall see what's gonna happen with this whole situation, because Rodney Jones is out here telling a whole lot of stories and saying a whole lot of things that's going on with Diddy and his people. And he's talking about other celebrities. He's talking about Stevie J, Cuban Gooding Jr. Like, what's going on? Young Miami female cousin out here wilding in the streets with Diddy. Like, what's going on? And then employees, allegedly the employees that work for Diddy, they watch, they see what's going on, and they stay quiet or they participate. This is what this lawsuit is saying towards Diddy. Like, this is crazy. But Diddy did respond through his attorney, Sean Holland, and she tells TMZ Little Rob or Little Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 billion lawsuit shamelessly looking for a undeserved payday. So if he was in Cassie's position, he deserves a payday. So you have to be well deserving of a payday from Diddy, child. This is a mess. And Diddy lawyer, she continues, his recklessness, name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. Okay, so Diddy lawyers out here stepping off the porch saying that Rodney Jones and he's delusional. This is crazy. And she also adds, we have overwhelming and disputable proof that his claims are completely lies. This is what Diddy's attorney saying, that they have proof that he is lying. And also, Diddy's attorney, Sean, she states that everything he says is lies, and they tried to contact Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, and they refuse to pick up the phone. They refuse. So they're saying that Mr. Tyrone Blackburn is really refusing to talk to Diddy. Diddy lawyer issues a threat and says, we will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. Like, child, they are out here threatening. Like, So y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Yes, it's going down with Diddy, and it seems like they're really going to bleed him dry, because they're not just suing Diddy, they're suing his companies, and his companies are connected to another company. Like, if you get your linen, if you get your, tissue, if you get, your food, if you get, tablecloths, or if you get anything as far as, computer pieces, mechanic pieces, computer pieces, all types of different things that you might work along with a company together. And now they're going to be involved and dragged into this lawsuit if, it goes through. And Diddy's also sued with his companies. So he's trying to basically say, hey, listen, judge, can you make sure I am the only entity that these lawsuits go through? Just sue me and not my business, child. This is crazy, because, they're going to bleed his business. It's going to be dried up, because no one's going to want to do business or associate with anybody that does business with Diddy, especially if the names of these companies come available to the public. People are going to not use their business and everything else. So, this is going to be a long road for Diddy, a long road. And the accusers, the alleged victims, is going to be a long road for them too as well. But in any event, let's continue on. This is what Rodney Jones is alleging the former producer and videographer is claiming that Diddy repeatedly SA'd him. And he also said he was subjected to unwanted advances. Also, Diddy's associates was doing things in the direction of Diddy telling them to do things. So basically he's saying that he was like Trade, like he would sit in one spot and then somebody will come in and touch him and then leave, and basically that was it. Like, child, you gotta run, you gotta get out. If your boss come and they butt naked, they in their birthday suit, just leave, just go, don't stay around, don't stick around, it ain't worth it. God got another plan for you, baby, okay? But in any event, when it comes to Rodney Jones, he claims that Diddy will walk around in his birthday suit. Diddy was, would grope him and would touch him and things of that nature and parade around wherever place that they was located in his birthday suit. And when it comes to Rodney Jones, he's claiming that he believes that Diddy was trying to groom him into having, encounters with him. Jones also states that Diddy would downplay the allegations as far as when it came to SA. He basically said that Diddy will say, oh, I wasn't doing nothing, but I didn't mean nothing by that. I was just horse playing. That's how boys play. That's how we play. That's how we do things. That's almost the same thing that Usher said when he did the interview, and he was like, when P. Diddy was his mentor, they will wrestle. They will wrestle in the bed. They will wrestle. They will play. They will fight over the Fruit Loops or the cornflakes or the Captain Crunch, something of that nature. So in any event, this guy, when it comes to Rodney Jones, he's making these allegations and he's saying Diddy would just say it's horseplay, child. What are you talking about? You didn't burn yourself. That's just the temperature in the room. Like, this is crazy. So much against Diddy. And he's also saying that Diddy forced him to watch a videotape. Like, are you kidding me? He's saying that he was forced to sit and watch Stevie J allegedly be involved in a male on male action. Like, child, Diddy's watching Stevie J like that? Like, Lord have mercy. Like, what's going on? People are already questioning lyrics about Biggie. People are already saying different things. Now you got Jocelyn that called out Stevie J not too long ago, but she continued to have his baby and she continued to be with him when she said that he was bi or bi-curious or whatever the case may be. But it looks like when it comes to Jones, he's claiming he's actually seen Stevie J involved with the same man on video. And also, when it comes to Jones, he said he has grabbed screenshots. He got screenshots of it. Like, child, what's going on? What's going on, Mr. Stevie J? You gonna speak on this? Like, what's happening? Stevie J wasn't involved. He didn't do nothing. Stevie J was just on the screen while Jones is allegedly saying that Diddy forced him to watch this video. Okay, I would have been out. I'd be like, it's time to go. My mama calling me. My daddy need me. My kids need me. Okay, I has to get out of here. I got a headache. Also, there are more allegations. He also claims when it comes to Young Miami, her female cousin, basically Young Miami's cousin also SA'd him, allegedly attempting to have, relations with him in front of Diddy and other members of the staff. I was like, child, this is a whole mess going on. This is crazy, for real, for real. So hopefully, this is crazy because basically if Miami's cousin allegedly is out here doing that in front of Diddy, like, what was they getting? It got to be something they was getting out of it. Is that $500,000? Like, what's going on? If it's true, it's all alleged. And they're claiming that when it comes to Jones, he goes around and he files bogus lawsuits. I don't know, but in any event, he got all his ducks in a row with these stories, I'm telling you. So with this whole situation, he's saying Young Miami, female cousin tried to, basically do a Diddy on him. Like, this is crazy. And so does that mean Young Miami's involved in this? Does she get off on this? Is she a part of this? Because that's crazy. If people watching in the building, there's other people being invited in to see, and there's also staff members that are watching this stuff go on, whether they're cleaning, typing, sweeping, cooking, or massaging, or waxing, or cutting hair, or wiping down or cleaning the car, they're seeing these things that are going on. Because this is what, Mr. Jones is saying out here in these streets. And if that's the case, Young Miami, you better hope your hands are clean. Then it also makes you look bad because you was out here recently saying to Diddy's ex, Gina, that, you will make her do this. And it just seems like that's a Diddy in you. So did the money really change you, sis? Like, because even if you want to give it up and be out here selling, whatever the case is, no one should condone anybody forcing someone to do something they don't want to do and put them in predicaments where they have to choose, I'm not going to have a career, or let me do this. That's not fair. We supposed to have free will. And also, no one should be threatened or intimidated to do such things, and if there's anything that, connect to Miami, is her cousin right now. He's saying something about Miami. Cousin. He didn't say Young Miami. And you got the female city girls out here, but city girls ain't down with doing nothing that Diddy be doing, or that Diddy has been claimed to be doing, or the things that people have claimed in these lawsuits that are filed against him, these civil suits, So hopefully, Miami, your hands is clean, and hopefully you go get baptized, child, and go get your cousin baptized. Like, this is a mess. Like, Lord have mercy. I don't care how much money you got in the world. I ain't gonna do that to nobody. That's messed up. But in any event, it's all allegedly. We don't know if it's true. And they're saying that this guy is a con artist. But when it comes to his lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, he came after, T.I. and Tiny, and he had all these girls come out filing all these lawsuits, and they all got thrown out. So I don't know if Tyrone is the man for the job, because I think P. Diddy's lawyers may eat Tyrone Blackburn up, because nothing happened with Tiny and T.I. But he did his best that he could do. But the court finds that they're innocent. Or the court found out that they didn't have enough evidence to bring any case against, T.I. and Tiny. And, I don't know if, hopefully Tyrone Blackburn has assistance. But he's going up against someone really big. And Tyrone Blackburn looked like he's still on a typewriter eating grilled cheese, child. But in any event, moving on from that situation, and so Jones, he also alleged that he was in Miami with Diddy. And when he was in Miami with Diddy, that there was some street walking, some people that stand on a corner, jump in and out of cars. They do that all night long until the early morning hours, and they get paid for their profession. He's saying that them type of people came to Diddy's Miami's house in Miami, and when they did, he believes that something was slipped in his drink, and he believes that someone took advantage of his body without, him knowing. And also, he claims that Diddy introduced him to Cuban Gooding Jr., and he was on a yacht, and then he was sitting on a yacht and just minding his business. This is what Jones said. And then Cuban allegedly came onto the yacht and allegedly started touching his thighs, groping him and touching him in places that you shouldn't be touching, you know what I mean, private parts and things of that nature, legs, upper thigh, inner thigh, just touching all over him, just all up on and rubbing the shoulder. When someone creepy touch you and they don't supposed to be touching you, and you immediately, either you flee, you fight back, or you just let it happen. Because you're just frozen, and some people just freeze. But it's only one time it's going to happen, because once I freeze, I'm gone. Okay? I'm not going back to work. I'm not going back. I'm not going to no house in Miami. I'm not going to I'm not getting on no yacht. I'm not doing none of that. Nah. If I'm not down with none of that stuff, nope, my career's over. Then I just got to get a new career, baby. I got to start over. I got to get it how I get it. But I like, this is just crazy. Imagine some people would enjoy jobs like this, like you go to work and your boss putting stuff like this on. That's if you into it, but you ain't into that and you have a whole nother life. Like, come on, I just come in here to get my check, clock in, clock out, get a good job, review, or something like that. But this is just crazy all the way around, child. But in any event, moving on from that situation, so he's saying all that happened, this happened, I don't know if it's true. And then he states that he also states that there was, a pow going on. Like he heard, firecrackers in the air, but they wasn't firecrackers. They was the real deal. O'Neal, he's saying that Diddy was outside arguing with his son in LA at a, recording studio. They was getting into it. And, all of a sudden you heard firecrackers go off because Diddy was in an argument with his son Justin. Like, this is totally crazy. And then, according to that situation, Jones state that when the firecrackers went off and erupted, a man named G was hit and he was bleeding from the stomach. And Diddy allegedly told Jones and told whoever else that, it was a drive-by. What happened to G? Like, this is crazy. Like, this is a whole like this is a documentary type of situation. In addition to the situation, Jones is suing Justin and other employees as well as various record executives. This is a whole crazy situation. This lawsuit that is being brought, against Diddy by Rodney Jones. He's basically saying that Diddy was letting off shots and hit somebody and told these people to lie and say it was a drive-by. Like, what's going on? So, if any of these things are true, any of these stories, these allegations, these lawsuits, and even what Cassie said, Cassie got $50 million. So it's not hard to not believe. And then on top of that whole situation, with Cassie saying that cars were blown up, this dude is alleging that Diddy popped somebody because he was in a heated argument with his son. This is a whole situation. There's a whole lot going on, and it seems like it's gonna continue. It seems like it's going to continue to unfold.